Okay, so I have been started the recording now. So this is the easy access screen. Earlier I have shown you the just in a documentation. So how to do this? We will just go through that. First of all, I just wanted to inform you people. This is the easy access screen. We have two menus here. We have user menu. This is user menu where the users end users will use this. Okay, and the user created for the particular person who has logged in. And coming to the SAP menu, where you can see the all your SAP related modules like accounting, logistics, and cross component applications, and other other applications which is MMSD. All the applications you can see that. So we are going to the now, inside of the system, there was a transaction code called SPRO, that is called SPRO. You just click on this IMG. These are your modules which is handled by the functional consultants. And first and foremost, we have to understand the what is the enterprise structure. I already explained that what is the enterprise structure. So, if you are making as an one entity or organization unit, that is an enterprise, and enterprise is having company and company codes and respective structure will be there. So going further today onwards, so we will be discussing all these global settings of financial accounting and as well as respective cross module components and the configurations we'll be discussing, and the same we are going to configure in this system. This is the enterprise structure. First and foremost you have to do. So when I'm expanding this, we have definition, assignment, and consistency check. Sorry, my dear friends, this will be coming. Maybe I have to fix it. Uh, by the 1 or 2 minutes. So coming to the definition. So in the definition, you can see the different modules like financial accounting, controlling, and logistics, and different modules you can see. So we are going to do only the financial accounting. So first you have to define your company code. So here the new entries is there. You wanted to create your company. For example, I'm going to create a company. See, the company is in a four-digit numeric, alphanumeric, and as well as either you can create a numeric. For example, I'm going to take it as a 2505 is my company. This is coming continuously. Okay. So 2505 company I'm creating. So street, for example, California. Region is basically this is US region. You can able to select here. You have predefined uh, uh, settings will be there. You just find here. You can put it US. Here you can see that US region, and the language key EN. So and the currency is USD. So now I am using as an basically American company code. So this is your company. So you just wanted to create like this. how the company should be created, because company is nothing but an entity where you can create your structure. Okay, so I'm going to save this. So initially it will ask the tier. What I'll do, I'll create my own.
Lakshmi, you can make it a test here.
Well,
Mm, guys, so why we are creating this tier means, we are doing this activity in a quality system, sorry, development system. So these changes should go to, quality to production. For transport purpose, what we are doing, we are creating this tier. Once our activity is done, then we'll move these changes to quality system. That Lakshmi will show you how to release this after our all activities done.
okay, just click on this save. This is basically a customized tier where your data is saving also, it will show here. If you go and see this table, you can see your data also what you have created. So I'm just creating the new tier for this. So this is the customizing tier where you are doing the configuration part. Okay. So now we have created the company. So this is an entity which you have created for the country of US. I just created an year, and if it is in a single company is having different naming conventions, you can utilize the name too of this. The same it will be populated in the table level. Okay. For example, I can go and show you this. There will be a transaction code for SE69. So what I have created now, Kudandapani, we have to fix this. This was coming since night, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I have opened this T001 table. For example, this is my company code. I have created my company code just now. You just see the number of entries. You can see that. I have created what are the details I have given. Everything was, it is updated here. If you can see this. Okay. Normally, when you are creating the any company or company code, you have to check like this way. Company is completed. Define credit control area. So, for example, we have so many credit control areas. You can take it as in a model company copy, or either you can create in a new entries also. For example, I can show you the model company. These are the details which is given. So you just create all the company codes. Why we are using credit control area? For example, any of the purchase orders you are creating, for that purpose, you have to be utilize your credit limit, how much you are utilizing for this. This is the credit limit indicates. So that's we are creating. So I'm going back and I'm creating this. Click on the new entries, and I'm going to create this. Confuse anyone. So I'm going to give USD, and so here so many pop-ups will come. So normally in the whenever you have billing documents and delivery documents and order values, we can create this. So for that purpose, I'm going to give 0012. You have to give that, and so you have. I'm just taking in a standard one. So risk, and I'm going to give. This is also take error. So when you are creating, it will show this error. So by this time, what you have to give, I'm going to give like this. System will only make it. Okay, it is taken as 2505. This. Okay, so your risk group, I am going to give 001. This is applicable for all company codes which is creating for this. I'm just going to click on this. Why it is taking always this, saving it.
Lakshmi, just open the table.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
I'm
see.
opening.
See, this is a no kind of error, guys. So in the main live scenario also, we'll get this kind of issues. So we need to fix this. See what the error no, Lakshmi is facing. The same way, business will raise the ticket. So we have one different as previously Lakshmi has mentioned. We have one Jira and Snow tool. They directly raise the ticket saying that so while creating this we are getting the following error, could you please suggest like that, they'll mention and they'll give the screenshot as, so we need to fix this. We need to create this time being. You can skip this, Lakshmi, the
Yeah, yeah,
credit
yeah.
controlling.
I can do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is not an basically a setting to
Mm.
continue this. So credit control area you can create later stage. So guys, I'll fix this one in the table level. Tomorrow I'll show you that how to fix it. Going further, the next step we are going. So that is copy, delete, and check company code. So you are already created the company. Now you are going to create the company code. So what is company code? So company code is in a smallest organizational unit of an external accounting. So external accounting means whatever you are doing the externally, it's not in internally, for which a complete and self-contained set of accounts will be created for this company code. This includes the entry of all transactions that must be posted and creation of all items for legal and individual financial statements, such as the balance sheet and the profit and loss account statement and company creation, company code creation. So, this company code creation is mandatory to record all your transactions in SAP. So, without company code creation, you can't able to do anything, or you cannot do the any recording of the transaction codes. It is mandatory to create this one. I'm just going to create an edit company code. I'm just clicking on the new entries. Just I'm creating same thing and the city. So California. I'm just taken. Region is US. Okay. And currency is USD. Oh my God.
Guys, I think you I hope you people understand what is difference between company and company code, right?
So you people can ask, open up your minds. So if you are not asking me, I can't do anything here. Okay. Okay. So what I'll do now, I will just change this 25052 to let me check. 6 I can make. System is already taken this. Okay. So just I'm taking as a 2511 and the test company code. Okay. So once it is done this one, you have to update the your address details also. So what we are creating now, it's a company and 2511. company code. And what is your search item? I'm just giving 2511. If you want to search it, it will come directly. I'm just giving as in test address, and the postal code I have already given 12345, and California, and it is so the region is, say, I'm just creating California. So coming to this, which is under, so you can create the time zone if you want it. You can expand it, or either it's not required because we are utilizing the time zone. If you are using the time zone, the same time zone, it will capture the timestamp. It is not with the system time zone. That's what I'm not going to give time zone. And the language it will pick up automatically. Just click on tick mark and save it. This is saving in our TR. So as of now, we have completed the company we have created, respective company code also we have created. Now we have to create a chart of account for this. So what is chart of account? So I just wanted to give the explanation to the chart of account. Basically, these two steps has to be defined. Other steps why you are not defining, we will define that steps also. But what is required, the flow, I am just going to the flow basis. Okay. So here the defined company code, company we have done, and we have done the company code also. I am just going to the creation of now uh, the chart of account. So someone is raised the hand. Yes, tell
Yeah,
me, unmute yourself.
yeah, Lakshmi. This is Lokesh. So we have created the company and the company code, right?
Correct, correct.
Now, so that is the reason we have given the same company code. So what we have given in company, that is the
Hmm.
reason it is not taken. It is shown error. That is the reason you have
Not
used.
error. Basically, I have created a company code 2505,
Yeah.
and when I'm creating the company, this is already exist. In
Okay.
if it
Okay.
is already exist, you have to go with the other sequence
Other.
number.
Okay.
For
Okay. Okay.
example,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So you have already 2505 is already created for the some Europe country. Someone is
Mm-hmm.
created. So
Okay.
that's
Okay.
what I have taken as a next sequence number 2511. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's not an issue.
Okay.
Basically,
Okay.
in the real time,
Mm-hmm.
even your BA users also, like, or either the client side, they will give you the code.
Okay.
What is the exactly code you have to use for the company code, and as well as the description of that and the entire address, it will be given by your users. So the same you have to build in the system. This we
Okay.
will call it as a build or configuration, what we are doing currently. This is a
Okay.
basic steps you have to do before you are going to start or recording your
Correct.
transactions in the
Okay.
module wise.
Yeah. Got
Okay.
it. And I have
If
a
I
small
have a,
question.
yes.
What is the link now? Where we are linking this company code to
I'll
the
show you
company?
that. Don't worry. I'll show
Yeah.
you that.
Okay.
Now we are only defining that. What
Okay.
exactly we
Okay.
are defining, we just wanted to show. So
Okay.
there's,
Okay. Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm,
Thank you.
so yeah. So financial accounting level, we are defining in a company and company code. Okay. So coming to this, we have an assignment concept. Just go to the financial accounting, assign company to company code. For example, our company is there or not, you just see. Sorry, your company code is there or not, you just see this. So it might be there, your company code, you just wanted to assign this company to company code. This is the relation location what you are asking. So you just save
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
one.
Thank
Now
you.
the
Yeah.
relation was made it. Okay.
Okay.
So after this, we have a credit control area we didn't create as of now, so that we will be create in the later stage.
Mm-hmm. If we have multiple company codes,
You have to create such a way. Now
such
it is
okay.
a
Okay.
multiple company codes is also there. Or
Mm-hmm.
otherwise there will be a shortcut for this. I'll show you now also. If you have
Okay.
a multiple company codes and you wanted to create, see,
Mm.
you know that SAP is depending mostly on company, what it is, no, it is based out of on a user friendly, I can say that. So
Yes,
if
yes.
you yeah, if you go to the companies, if you wanted to copy, there will be an option.
Mm.
Go here
Okay.
and click on here, and there will be an option here. This is your company codes which you wanted to copy. There will be an option here. Which company code to which company code you have to copy all the details. All
Okay.
your data will be copying from company code to company code. If you have
Mm.
a multiple company codes, you have to create in a one by one only. There is no option for that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Okay.
now we made the company and company code establishment in between the definition and the company code creation. Coming to this, I'm going to transaction code, which is called where's it? Oh my God, this is called OB13. OB13 is in a, for example, I just wanted to show that slash O, if you type it first, slash O, it will be creating another screen of that. Your screen will be there and another screen will be creating. If you type it slash N, it will be it will be kill the current session and it will open the new session. If you put it as a slash NEX, it will entire your open sessions will be closed and your system will be closed. This is basically three keys which is daily you can use it. Slash O, OB13 I am going. So I am going to explain the what is the chart of accounts. See, the chart of account is the list of all your general ledger accounts that can be used by one or more company codes in SAP. The chart of account is defined at a client level. So it might be an asking and a question called chart of account is created by what are the levels, which level you are going to create. So the chart of account mostly it is created by client level and assigned to the each and every company code. It is a list of general ledger accounts, master data that fall under different account groups of the company code. This is basically what exactly chart of accounts, why we are defining it. Okay, so here it is showing that chart of account. I am going to show you the how to create the chart of accounts, why we are creating. So, for example, if you wanted to create any of the GL account in the system, how much length you have to use, and how which language you are going to create. So, what is the chart of accounts? See, the chart of accounts we have three types of chart of accounts. One is an operational chart of account, another one is in a country specific chart of account, and another one is in a group chart of account. See, operational chart of account when it will be utilized means daily activities. You are doing the GL postings, AP postings, AR postings, whatever the postings which is submodules comes under FICO or other modules also, you are utilizing chart of account. So the chart of account, operational chart of account, it will be record your transactions and storing in the respective tables like BSEC, BKPF, and it was replaced in the now in S4 HANA Alkidoka table, that we will call it as a universal general table. Keep it in mind, if it is asking of a question, what is universal general? So universal general is nothing but it's an actual data what you are posting operationally in daily basis. All will be stored in a Asidoka table, that is called a universal general table. You can see that all your actual data, not planned data, what you have posted in the system, all will be, you can see in Asidoka table with a document number wise. So operational chart of account is completed and coming to the country specific chart of account. For example, your project or your company is located in a particular country. They wanted to follow their rules and regulations and localizations. So this is a country specific chart of account where the customer needed only country specific. They don't want to use the other chart of accounts or global chart of accounts. So in such cases, we can create a country specific chart of account. Coming to the group chart of accounts. Group chart of accounts, when it is utilized, you have group of GLs. When you wanted to, and you have in a group of accounts and group of company codes, you wanted to drill down your group reporting purpose. For example, I have around 8 to 9 company codes are there. I wanted to drill down all my financial statements like balance sheet and profit and loss accounts and the statements of financial FSV, financial statement version in one shot. In such cases, the group chart of account will be useful. The group of accounts you will be creating under one GL. For example, your main GL is one, and under that you will be creating group of GLs. That is the three types of chart of accounts. So this is an most asked the interview question. Please keep it in mind. We have three types of chart of accounts. One is operational, another one is country specific, another one is an group chart of account. So this will be indicates your language and the how many how many characters of your GL is going to create. So now you can see the screen of chart of account which I am sharing. Can you see? Please tell me if you are not seeing the screen. I have shared the only SAP screen. That's what it is coming. So I'm going to create 2511 and I'm giving KYDT KYDT COE. What is the language you are going to use? English. I'm going to use English and the length of the GL. I'm just giving 10 characters now. You can utilize even 8 characters also. And you have any group chart of accounts, you can assign here only if you can create, if you wanted to assign here. So this is just creation. I'm just storing this. This data will be stored in T004 table. This will be storing here and it will be showing whenever you are saving the TR, it will be show that the data is respect to which table it is showing, storing this. Okay, so I'm just saving this. Now my chart of account is done. So I'll show you the even the menu path also. As of now, I'm just going to the transaction codes as well because you want to familiar with the transaction codes. Every time you should not go the menu path. Okay. So now I have created. This is my chart of account. Correct na? So going to that, I wanted to assign chart of account to the company code. Otherwise, you should not make the relation in between your company code to chart of account. So for this OB 62, you have to go and just search for your company code. 2511 is my company code. Here nothing is done. So 2511, I am just giving as an my chart of account. Just save it. It was saved as. Okay. So you might be seeing this what I have explained, alternative chart of accounts also there. If you wanted to create alternative chart of accounts also, you can create. So now I'm going to create a define account groups. For example, once the chart of account is designed, what is account groups which you have to understand. So what is the account group? Account groups are used to maintain intervals and segregation of your GL account groups and defined in a field statuses. Field statuses is nothing but which field has to become while you are posting in a document in the document screen. So in real time, in real time business scenario, the groups are usually maintained as like all liabilities starts with different series. They'll be making a standard series. For example, liabilities one series and assets it is two series like that. We have an account groups called liabilities, assets, and incomes. and expenditure and profit and loss account. These all are your account groups. Now we are going to create an account groups for this. So I'm showing you the account groups how to create this. The transaction code is for this OBD4. So this is your chart of account and you have to create the account groups for your chart of account. First, I already said that we are going to create the new entries of this. For example, my chart of account is what? Can you please respond the people? You are already following me or you are not following me? What is the chart of account I have created, my dear friends? Please respond.
2511, right?
Yeah. So 2511 is my chart of account. I just wanted to check my chart of account is exist now. So I'm just creating an ASSE. So ASSE nothing but I'm giving a naming convention for that. So mine is asset in balance sheet. So I'm going to create the interval which has to be start. For example, I'm going to start with 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs my interval and 2999. It will be triggering an error. So might be, for example, okay. So now it is created the interval for asset in the balance sheet. So I'm going to create for 2511 for expenses. See, normally we can copy also, but this is in a real time where you have to create. If it is not there a configuration, existing configuration, model company configuration, you have to create each and every step. That's what I don't want to go and copy from the other entity. So I'm just creating expenditure accounts. So I'm just giving 4 series for this 4 lakh and 4999. Okay, 2511. And we can create the liabilities, LIB. Liabilities. So liabilities, I'm starting with 1 series 199. Okay, and 2511. So what exactly there? Here is revenues and incomes account. REV. REV and income and revenue. I'm going to give 3 series for this. 3999. Okay, 2511. And the last but not least, secondary cost. CCC. Might be having a doubt now. Why we need secondary cost?
Lakshmi, what is secondary cost? Why we are going to use it?
See, secondary cost is in a, I'm going to explain in the furtherly where I'm creating the accounts, not now. Because when I wanted to explain this, you should be knowing that what is the secondary ledger, what is the primary ledger. You should understand that ledger concept also. That's what in the running I will explain this. Okay. So this is your where it is account groups should be created for this. So I'm going to save now. So this will be saving T077S table. So now it is completed your defining of your account groups. So coming to this, for this account groups, there will be a retained earning account. What is retained earnings account? Retained earnings account is used to carry forward the balances from one physical year to another physical year. In the last classes I have explained, there will be accounts which is real accounts and it is in a permanent accounts. Those are comes under return endings. See, the real account is also in a return end. I can see that. When I was explaining in a golden accounting principles, I was explaining there will be a permanent account. What is permanent account? I have already explained that. So, uh, see the retained ending account, it is a carry forward the balances from one physical year to another physical year. You can assign a retained earnings account to each and every P&L account in the chart of account level. So to automatically carry forward the balances to the next year, you can define P&L account statement as per the chart of accounts and assign them to the retained earnings account. I am going to that now the concept OB 53. So what's your chart of account? I'll be asking in the middle, please respond. Okay. Okay. So balance carry forward. This is a transaction where it is created in the system. So for this, you just put the X and give the your balance carry forward account. See, system will give you this error. So no issues. You just double click on multiple times. It will be allowed. Okay, I'm just going to save this. This is your P&L account, statement account where you wanted to be trigger your balances from one physical year to another physical year. Coming to this, you have to define a tolerance group for the GLs. So now what we have created as of now, we have defined the company code and we have defined the company code and company, and as well as we have done the chart of account and assignment of the chart of account. Company to company code relation also we have done, and we have created the account groups which is related to the chart of account where you wanted to create like assets and liabilities and P&L accounts and secondary cost and revenue accounts. So these are the four concepts as of now we are created. So what is tolerance group? So you just wanted to understand what is the tolerance group. In real time and the business scenario, tolerance group is allow the SAP system to process and post the transaction beyond the tolerance group limit. The tolerances are referred as payment differences. It can be amount tolerance, percentage tolerance, and debits and credit tolerances. See, tolerances are three types here. So, employee tolerance and the vendor tolerance limit, and we have GL tolerance limit. So, normally in the real time, we can utilize an employee tolerance and as well as an um, vendor tolerances. So tolerance is nothing but you want to maintain some one amount to other amount. Within that limit only, you have to post the documents. If you are exceeding the tolerance limit, system will throw an error. Your tolerance has been exceeded. That you have to extend that. This will be go for the flow basis also, like workflow basis. If it is your manager is having more than a limit, so they can able to post. For example, you are a consultant, you have a tolerance of 1 lakh. If you are posting any document, 1 lakh 1 rupee also, 1 USD also, system will throw an error. 0.5 also it will throw an error. By the time you have to ask your, you have to trigger a workflow to your manager, or either you just get the extensive approval for the, you use that one to extend your tolerance limit. Otherwise, it will go to the next person who can able to access the more than 1 lakh tolerance. So the same thing it will be there for employee and vendor in the real time, because employee, you know that it will be triggered to the payroll where you have a salary transactions will be having an tolerances. So coming to the vendor, and when you are purchasing any products and supplier from the supplier, for that there will be a tolerance limit you have to be taken as a purchase order level. This basically we have a tolerances, we have to create the tolerances now. So the tolerance limit OBA 4, OBA 0. You have to go to the OBA 0 to create your tolerance group. See, this is basically a screen of tolerance group where you wanted to create your tolerance group. For example, I'm going to create my new entries. What is our company code, guys?
2511.
2511.
Good. And now I have to create my tolerance group. What I am giving, no? Tolerance. So now I just wanted to create this tolerance group. I just created this. Just if you want, you can create the some numbering also for this, or either you can put it as a blank as well. It will be taking the system. Okay, I'm just putting as a blank. I can utilize for other company codes when I'm creating also the tolerance group. That's what. So now our tolerance group was defined. Some people are already done this. They wanted to utilize. So I'm going to the, I already explained we have two types of tolerance groups. One is for employee, another one is for vendor. For employee, OBA 4 you have to go and you have to define your tolerance. So I just wanted to check my company code is there or not. 2511. So my company code is not there. So I'm just going to create my tolerance group for employees. So for employees, I'm going to create my tolerance group. I'm just giving as a blank this one, 2511. My currency is automatically takes based upon my company code. And amount which you wanted to post. For example, now I'm going to give some exceed of numbers. You can get this. And as of now, I'm going to give 5%. Okay, so maybe let's see the system.
Lakshmi, just give the format. You're just giving
No, it will take automatically, no issues. No need to give the format.
enter the long.
Yeah. So when you are not knowing the format, you can give like this, automatically system will recognize that. No issues. So coming to this revenue amount, for example, your revenue amount is 100% and expenses is 100%. How much percentage has to be triggered for your payments that you are giving? So I'm just giving 10%. Whenever your requirement is there, you can change this also. So for example, if it is any payment terms or payments you wanted to do, the customer is asking to do the discount of uh, again for example 10% or 70%, you can change these settings. So as of now, I'm giving only the general way. This will be changed basically based upon the client requirement also. Okay. Um, See, like this, you'll see in the real time also error, where it is format issues and all. So you just have to fix it. And this company code, this data is storing in this maintenance table. So now we have created a tolerance group for employees. So coming to this, after creation of the employees, this tolerance group, you can see your company code here. Okay. So tomorrow I'll be going to teach you the how to create in the vendor level. Okay. So as of now, what we have done, defining of company code and the defining of company and the relation between company and company code, and we have created chart of account, and we have created account groups, and we have made the relationship between account groups and company code, and we have created the tolerances. So tomorrow I'll be continuing vendor tolerance group, how to create that and how to it is assigned. So if I'm going to give in a steps of bulk, you'll be forgetting. So till now what I have done, I'm expecting from you people, you have to do the same in the system. And each person has to be create your own company code. When, for example, Lokesh is creating, I just wanted to review that tomorrow. Or if you create today, tomorrow I'll review, or either maybe whenever I have free time, I'll definitely review this. And I'm expecting when I'm creating this 5 steps I have done today, same expecting from you, you should be creating your system. Who are having access of the system, please create that one. And if you are getting any issues, let me know. Any doubts, please
Yeah.
ask me here.
Yeah. Yeah. Lakshmi, regarding the credit control area,
Mhm.
like I mean, after the creation of company code, so that should be done, correct?
Not required. It's not a mandatory thing here. So you can create of any time that's credit control area before you're starting your
Okay.
transactions posting. See the credit control area, what it will define, how much risk you are facing, and how the limits. So I will explain that tomorrow. The
Okay.
credit control area, how to use that. But
Okay.
friends, my dear friends, I'm saying that in the S4 HANA business area and business place concepts has been deleted, so that we are going to create only the defined company and as well as the defined credit control area that will be directly relation with your company, and you are going to create company code. These 3 steps only you are going to create. If an additionally your client is asking to create any functional areas, or either it is in any consolidation business areas will be there, then we have to start. But coming to the next world of S4 HANA, we don't have these functionalities. In ECC, it was their business area concept. Now in S4 HANA, the business area concept is obsoleted. Please remember and keep it in your mind. I am saying the differences between ECC and S4 also. So note it down.
Lakshmi, if business area we can't able to create it in S4 HANA means if our supplier is having the plant in 3 areas, one is I am giving example, one is Maharashtra, one is Andhra Pradesh, then how can we segregate it?
You can use business place. No, this is one of the place you can create in India. All are the places you can create as, right? See, for example, you are
Okay.
expanding your business in Maharashtra, correct na? In Maharashtra, you have only one
Huh.
GSTN code, correct na? So you have only
Correct.
one GST in the Maharashtra. You can create MHN. as in a business place. A business place is having a direct relation with plant. You are assigning plant to business place. That option is there in the configuration if you go and check. If not, also
Okay.
plant and company code relation also there. You are directly assigning plant to the company code. So the plant and company code, it is already interrelated, where you will get the business place while you are posting in a purchase order, or it is GRIR when you are posting, or either you are doing any postings in FD60 or FD70, you can see the business place option. So you can give the business place where it is in a direct relation with your plant and your company code.
Okay. Thank you, Lakshmi.
Anything? I wanted to ask you, someone is iPhone, who's joined? iPhone is Kodandapani?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
TC.
me. Yeah, it's me only.
Okay. Yes, Radishwaraya, tell me.
Yeah, what is the difference between in chart of account level, operational chart of account, majorly day-to-day transaction, right?
Hmm? Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, when will be using the group chart of account, country chart of account, any specific in requirement of the business requirement of the client, or how it will be using?
Yeah, so country specific chart of account when we can use, we have any country related transactions. For example, you are having a global company code of 2511. So
Yes,
in that company code, I'm using for US company code. Maybe I'm using only for US. You are not expanding your business to other countries. In such cases, you can use only country localization principles you are using, only country basis chart of account. It is not client level in that case.
yeah,
So
it's a
you are
requirement of the
build up
business
your,
requirement, right? It's mostly.
sorry,
It's a
sorry.
requirement of the business requirement, right? Yes,
It's a based upon a purely business requirement. Even group chart of account also you can utilize for the mostly in a group reporting purpose. Group reporting is in a hot module now currently, where you wanted to display your consolidated statements, consolidated your financial statement, consolidated data when you wanted to display, which is required under the company code. For example, one company code is having different subsidiaries. You wanted to display your with the group chart of account wise. So this will be useful. So you can, in such cases, what you have to do, no? For group chart of account, you have group of GLs also will be there. That process will be separate. That I'll explain. Next, going further classes, I'll explain how it looks like the group chart of account. But mainly the group chart of account will be useful for group reporting purpose.
okay, fine. Thank you, Lakshmi. Any
Yeah.
material is there in S4 material for practice
After
purpose?
the class completion of 3 months, I'll give you that. So until that time, you can do your own homework, what I am teaching you. This is very early stage which you are asking, but I'm going to provide after my completion of entire the configuration and whatever I'm teaching all the modules. After that, I will give you that. I'm preparing separately the documentation for you people. I'm
Sure,
creating
Lakshmi. Thank you.
the same
Okay,
document I'm going to create.
okay, fine. Thank you, Lakshmi.
Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, Lakshmi. So, so I ask you, so to upload this in YouTube as soon as possible because, if we do the practice, the creation of company codes, so that will be helpful.
Sure, sure. I'll do after
Yeah,
half an hour this.
yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So, guys, I have shared you the documentation in the group for the methodologies which you wanted to understand. Do you have any doubts? I'll clarify here only. See, if you can read that document only, you'll have an option, you'll have an chances to get an interview questions in that. You should be knowing that what is SAP methodology, what is Agile, and what is Activate, how to do that also. It might be asking an questions in interview. Yeah, so anybody is having doubts? Joshna?
No.
No, no doubts. Jeevita? Shiva Priya, do you have any doubts in this as of now, which I have done the config? And the
Um,
documentation I have shared you. Shiva Priya, I think you have missed 2 classes. Please go through the documentation and the recording which I shared. Okay.
yeah, I gone through previous classes, and I have a doubt regarding previous classes, which is activate methodology. Yeah, activate methodology. If you don't mind, can you please explain one more time, if that's okay for you?
Yeah, if you're all okay with the expansion of another 10 minutes of this class, I can explain that. Is it okay, all of you? No response.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Lakshmi.
Okay, no issue, Lakshmi. You can carry on.
Okay. So, coming to this document, wait a minute. Give me 1 minute. I'll open that document.
Okay.
I'll share my screen. So you might be understood the what is SAP and Agile methodology, Shiva Kumari.
Yeah, I've gone through a couple of materials regarding ASAP methodology. Um, yeah, it seems
Okay.
it's a SAP.
So if you understood SAP and Agile methodology, so
Mhm,
from those methodologies, it is invented the Activate methodology for
mhm,
a next generation design. For example, this is in a combination of Agile and as well as in a ASAP methodology, both it is implemented as an SAP solution. If you wanted to produce or it is implement any project which is S4 HANA or SAP, you have to follow some principles. Okay. So for this, there will be a model of Agile and as well as SAP model. It was introduced. So here, what it is happen no, in the Activate methodology, what you will do, discover page will be there where you can start the contract between your client and the your company. So they'll made some SOW contract where it is a statement of work, and they'll be requiring a preparation phase where you can conduct workshops with the client. For example, I can say that you have an as is system, as is nothing but current utilization of system, and to be system is nothing but where you wanted to implement that system. So what is their as is functionality currently they're using, what is the functionalities and what is the GLs, what is the what is the postings they are doing, any integrations will be there, any other third party tools they are using to update here, all this information you will get it in the preparation phase. In the discover phase, what you will understand is what is their current business, how much they are earnings, how they are mitigating the gaps, how complexities they are facing. This will be understand in the discover phase. So this is discover phase where you can start, but this is not there in the Agile methodology. In Agile methodology, we can directly start with the preparation phase where you have to directly start with the workshops with the client. So here what it is, we are in the before stage of contract where you discover about the client and their business accelerator and what is the business, how much earnings they are doing it, everything you will be knowing in the discover phase. Coming to the
Okay.
preparation phase, these are the three pillars: preparation, explore, and realization phase, where it will be implement entire their business. For example, what is there in the as is, and what exactly they are doing the business, and what has to be analyzed from our side to improve their business process. That will be, you'll do the analysis and preparation both in the same pace, where in the preparation phase. Preparation, you are doing the requirement gathering and preparing some HLDs or BPDs or blueprint documents, everything you will do. And coming to the explore, in the explore phase, what you have to do, you are doing the entire analysis of their business
Okay.
and how to overcome that gaps. You will be having in a different models. Earlier maybe you can listen about the lean models. Now it is came into the business in the market, scrum models. We have a scrum model where you are creating some your user stories related to the each and every scenario, and you are implementing in the system, and you are directly showcasing to the your customer. Here the activate methodology, what it will happen, no, as you are a consultant and your client also will be entering into the system daily operational process, whatever you are doing, your client also can able to visible that. They can say that you have done this mistake, my process is like this. So you can directly modify in front of them, or based upon the discussions in between that, but directly you have a relation with the client. That's what in the activate methodology, you don't have any problem in the errors point of view after the product delivery.
Okay.
Very less
Got.
concepts of support will be there in the activate methodology implementation. Coming to the realization. Realization, what we'll call it as in accept methodology and agile methodology, realization phase is also same. Realization phase is nothing but you are building your configuration. What I am just started today onwards, the class, that is the building of your configuration. You have to do the basic setting of your configuration, and later stage also you have to do the what it is, no, general ledger and APAR, all this configuration. Once it is completed, that we can say that build a document, and you are preparing some documentation for that also. So once this realization phase is done, it's in a deployment. Deployment is nothing but it's not a go live. You are deploying to the other clients of your landscape. You are doing in a your golden client, that is called as your configuration system. I can say that development 100 and development 200. Development 100 for configuration, development 200 for integration system, where you have to do the technical changes or code changes, which is done by ABAP. So you are deploying into your respective landscape. I already mentioned in this document, we have a development, quality, pre-prod, and production. These four will be there. So pre-prod is an optional. Some clients will be used their safe and the security purpose. Some clients will not be used. So they'll be using only these three landscape, development and quality and production landscape. So they'll deploying into the all this all these landscapes. After deploying a landscapes, they'll start doing the cutover activities in this only deployment. So once the deployment level, your cutover activity is also done. I have already explained what is the cutover activities. Cutover activities is nothing but your client to client, you have a master data where you have to do. This is not a transportable object. You have to do in each and every landscape. So your master data, your number ranges, and few other concepts of cutover activities, that list I'll show you and I'll explain you in the next classes. So
Okay.
once it is deployment is done, your customer will review that in the system. So which system they'll review? It is reviewed in the quality system. So they'll check their functionality is working fine or not. They'll post some documents also. They'll be having that authorization. We are going to provide through the authorization team support. So once they have got the transaction code access, they'll post it. And the as is how they are posting, this functionality is working in the same as or not, they'll check it. So once this is done, they'll give you the go or no go option, where they'll give the through email confirmation. Once done that, you will be going to deploy all these things in the production system. Once it is done that, your run will start. Run will start means you are directly posting something which is a transactions, not yourself. It is done by the user team. So you don't have any access for the production system. You are directly just your work is done only till the quality or pre-port. So after that, your users will be doing their real-time postings, their real-time business scenarios postings in the system. After completion of that, there'll be after completion of your deployment, there will be a support called 1.5 month, that is called as an hypercare support. This I am already explained in the first class, Shiv Kumari.
Yeah, I
That
got.
hypercare support, you have to be support extensively with the users. So why we are keeping this hypercare support? There will be a process called in the financial level, period end activity and month end. It's a year end activity. So we can't support entire year after the implementation of the project. That's what we'll be there with them at least 1.5 month to close one period at least. Some companies will be do the mid-year deployment. So in such cases, we have to do the till month end. That's what they made it as a 6 weeks of hypercare support. So whatever the issues they are getting, we are directly support with them. If it is still there and another thing, another support they require, then we will go for the application maintenance support. This is the entire process where you will get it. So I already given the continuation in innovations down the line, what has to be done, what setup has to be done, how to do the system analysis.
Okay. Thank you.
So hope you understand or answer your question. Do you have any
Uh,
doubt?
yeah, I understand.
Okay. So you can read this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How to do this, how we are doing this implementation. But SAP Activate methodology is not ended now. Still, it is in a continuous innovation. They are doing so many things, innovations. As of now, what it is there, I have explained till now in a 2023 version. Any doubts? See, these are all are, it is a real time where you can utilize the tools. Just be remind that. It might be asking a question, which is the ticketing tool you have been used for the AMS project. You have to say that. And what is the testing tools also. And what is FSD and how you have prepared the functional specification structure also they'll ask. And what is the charm process. These all are most frequent interview questions, guys. Please read this document. For preparing this document, for me, it is taken a day. But I'm telling you, people, you have to remember all this. If they are asking what is ASAP methodology, you have to explain these entire steps. What is project preparation, what you will do in the project preparation, blueprint, what you will do, and realization, what you will do, final preparation, what you will do, what is the go live support. You have to explain this. There will be asking of questions in the interview. All this you have to read it. Anybody is having doubts now?
As of now, no, Lakshmi.